Bad decision-making escalates over my life until I face an epic marital argument and discover that answering a key question resolves that crisis elegantly. And repeatedly answering that key question whenever I face situations reverses my pattern of bad decisions and transforms my life. One reason for my bad decisions unveils itself in my youth. I'm a child sitting in a big circle of multiple families who attend the same church. We're taking turns saying our names and something unique about ourselves. After my brother goes, it's my turn. All eyes are on me. I'm asking myself, what's unique about me? What's unique about me? I blurt out, my name is David, which is my brother's name. In my late teens, I walk this girl home from the library. I'm crushing on her hard. She stops. She looks at me. Rob, do you have something you want to tell me? I tell her, no. What am I saying? Of course I have something to tell her. Why don't I? Because of my inability to think in the moment and habit of choking situationally. That combination eventually plays a role in my marriage. They accelerate conflict the way lighter fluid accelerates a flame. But while my poor situational thinking inflames my marital conflict, it doesn't initiate conflict. What initiates conflict between Anna and me is our differences, and we've got plenty. Firstly, I'm Japanese while she's Brazilian. Not just Brazilian, born and raised in Copacabana Beach. One of our differences strikes me the moment we meet. Her colorful Indian sari dress makes me think, wow, I wouldn't have the confidence to wear clothes that stand out so much. She's not Indian. We're at church. It's beautiful, but out of place. Anna reveals no self-consciousness. She smiles naturally, reflecting both her mother's Brazilian culture that's warm and lively and her father's Spanish Gallego culture that's fiery and dramatic. I love her accent. The store Ralph's, she calls house. The name Margaret, she pronounces Margaretti. The E sound, she pronounces I, turning peace into piss, sheet into shit, and beaches into bitches. We're married a few years when Anna says she wants a dog. I tell her, let's get one from the Humane Society. She says, I don't want no scumbag brand of dog. Okay. I surprise her with a puppy Shih Tzu. She cries. A couple months later, I tell Anna our upcoming road trip, we have to leave Bubba, our Shih Tzu, with my sister because the reservation I made way earlier doesn't accept pets. She says, Bubba's my son. He's a prince. If I'm leaving anyone with your sister, it's going to be you. We arrive at our motel. Anna puts Bubba in the bathroom and closes the door. We start unloading our car. Bubba howls, ow, ow. So that people don't think we have a dog with us, Anna from inside our room puts her face up to the window screen and ow, ow. Over time, Anna's wackiness inconveniences me. Like when she calls me about her car. Rob, the car doesn't move, the car doesn't move. I ask her to have our mechanic, Smitty, check it out. We go to pick up her car. Smitty says, ran out of gas, $75 please. Next time Anna says, the car can't climb hills, it can't climb hills. Smitty checks it out. He says, the carpet was bunched up underneath the gas pedal, $75 please. Eventually, inconvenience turns to annoyance. I want us to plan. She wants us to be spontaneous. I want us to save. She wants us to enjoy life. I want us to put things back where they belong. She has no clue where she puts things. I try to help her self-discover her capacity to improve by asking her Socratic questions. Anna, where's the video camera? I don't know. Where did you last use it? I don't know. If you needed it now, where would you look? No matter how you ask, I don't know. Why does she rebel? After I adopt the Japanese approach Kaizen, which means continuous improvement, my body shapes up. I go from nerdy engineer to Wall Street investment banker to high-tech product marketing manager, and I marry a fabulous Brazilian. Anna is disinterested in self-improvement. That's why she doesn't worry what people think about her Indian sari dress. She accepts herself. That's what's so beautiful about her. Besides, pushing myself has hit the point of diminishing returns. I freak out. I gotta do something to kickstart my life's progress again. I push myself with self-talk even harder than before. Wake up, weakling. Don't fall behind. Introduce yourself, man. Leave for the gym now to work out. I don't care if you feel exhausted. Feelings are weak. Stop feeling. Just do it. We fight frequently. Why don't you check whether your doctor is in network or not? I don't know. Why don't you return the hidden key so it's there for the next person? I don't know. Each I don't know spirals into an out-of-control fight. I try to stop asking her Socratic questions. I can't. My mind succumbs to anger. Yeah, we have other arguments, but I don't know most represents what our marriage turns into, a battle of wills. And we don't work on things between fights, so each next fight starts off with the rage of where the last one left off. I must change. Whenever I sense tension between us, I am going to keep shut. At a restaurant, our daughter asks to eat the whole dessert that we get with our meal. I ask her to share. Anna says to let her have the whole thing. I want to say, I want a daughter to learn to share, not because I want the dessert. I notice I don't know how to project the outcome of saying that, whether it'll be inflammatory or constructive, and I'm angry Anna undermined me, which causes tension between us, so like I promised myself, I keep shut. Repeatedly suppressing what I want to say ends up bottling up my anger, which accumulates until one day I scream, "Why don't you return the ketchup to the fridge door instead of to the shelf?" I don't know. Don't make my life so hard. Don't be such a control freak. That's the starting point from where that argument escalates. After my utter failure to avoid arguing, I redouble my effort to keep shut when tension arises between us. My anger again builds like in a pressure cooker. The momentum of our marriage over many years, festering into a battle of wills, barrels us toward this epic argument at whose peak I finally discover and answer the key question that resolves our crisis and transforms my life. Anna calls and tells me something's wrong with her car. I ask, what's wrong? I don't know. I tense up. Those are fighting words. Aggravated by our history of carpet bunched up, gas ran out, prior unresolved fights, Brazilian self-acceptance versus Japanese Kaizen, and my habit of choking situationally. When I ask what's wrong with your car and she says, I don't know, I want to ask, what are your car's symptoms? But that'll prompt her to repeat, I don't know, launching us into an I don't know fight. But last time I mindlessly suppressed what I want to say. Eventually I exploded. What do I do now? Wait, Anna, is your check engine light on? I don't know. She doesn't bother to think, so why should you? Ask her, what are your car's symptoms? No. Asking her will lead to a fight. What is the outcome of not asking her car's symptoms? Without knowing her car's symptoms, how can I know which tools to bring? That's right. Knowing her car's symptoms would tell you which tools to bring. Ask her, what are your car's symptoms? Ask her. No. Do not ask her. Do not. Asking her will lead to a fight. What is the outcome of not asking her car's symptoms? Well, what if I spend a fortune calling AAA to come and help with something I could have fixed myself? Suddenly, my mind flashes, I don't know how to fix cars. Especially out on the road without a manual or internet, I only know how to jumpstart a car, call AAA, and both those things are always in my car. Anna, hang tight. I'm driving over. What are the outcomes of my options? What are the outcomes of my options? That's the key question, whose answer elegantly resolves that crisis and slightly redirects my life's momentum. I felt it right away, the transformative power of what I had just done. I have got to figure out how to do that again. I break it down. With time and practice, I make it a habit to ask myself, what are the outcomes of my options whenever I face a situation? Then I choose the option whose outcome aligns with the direction I want my life to go. That empowers me, one decision at a time, to steer my life in the direction of my choosing.